Hey, assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back to the BONK video update today. An interesting update, but before we get into the update today, if you scroll down and click on Discord right here, and then you join Discord, click announcement, click my name, you can message me to pay for the private of June. It's opened up and 9 to 10 days more to close. Now, BONK is doing exceptionally well, but I think it's very safe to say, I'm proud to have told you one of the best practices ever when it came down to BONK, because some few days ago, if you watched this video 6 days ago, I told you about the bank system. So what was this bank system? I want to give you a recap. Yes. And what happens in the bank system is that when you have a pattern, now let's say you have a falling wedge, okay? The prices are going down, they're going up, they're going down, they're going up. And when it comes to the lowest part of it, you will know as a trader that, okay, this is a falling wedge and it's a bullish pattern. It's been in a downtrend for a long time. I don't want to wait for the breakup and retest and I enter at the retest. Let me just enter at the lowest part of the wedge and it will be easier to place your stop losses down there. Because it's much more harder when you stop. And this stop loss is going to be good because in the future when the prices pump back up, now you have even a way better stop loss because of your entry right over there, okay? And you are also, you see, the banks do this because you never know if you're going to go for the retest. You may actually just shoot to the outside and go to the upside. Now, same goes for inverted and shoulder. Why wait for the break to happen first? Why let me not just take the entry, maybe put some stop losses down at the right shoulder, and in the future, when it actually comes up here, which is by the default take right now, it's just a guess, okay? It's totally just a guess, but a very well calculated guess, I may say, okay? You're just guessing this, thinking that, yeah, the probability is that, we start to push back up. We're already printing in a massive inverted and shoulder. Let me just try instead of waiting for the break, for the retest, and that's all. So everything here, I'm just going to say that this comes into the record of having the most successful prediction for bonks out there. And again, the reason why you love to follow the channel. So if you're new, make sure you're following based on what you watch. And imagine you being a part of my private as well, where I'm sharing even more strategies. This is just one of those strategies. Private is even way more than that. I actually do have a trade right now going on, and we're winning those trades as well. So be a part of it for June. There's some few days left to close. And now, again, anyone who took the banking system, I told you again and again, this was not the only video. This was 6 days ago. The day after this one, I made another one. I kept on making that video again and again. And I said that the best stop loss is actually down to 2029. So far, congratulations, because anyone who took it is actually 39 to 40% move to the upside. And this is massive. 39-40%, it actually looks, on the chart, it looks like a small little bit of a move, but 39% is almost $300 to $400 if you bought with $1,000 to trade, and it's $4,000 if you're using $10,000 to trade. So it was totally on this channel right now. So next thing that I want to talk about BONK very quickly is that you could expect a retest. We could actually even see a small move down to 2690 backtest and then go up to the technical target, or maybe just shoot to the upside. Again, I use Pepe, examples most of the time, and you can see that Pepe, when it was breaking above, it actually retested a couple of times. So we had this little bit of a inverted and shoulder, and we saw the retest coming down. We had this bigger head and inverted and shoulder, and now we came down for the retest, and then we're moving to the upside. So we do have some new technical targets, maybe probably to 1500 coming up for Pepe as well. So BONK can actually, all I'm saying is that if BONK does the same thing, it's pretty normal. So don't freak out if you ever see a BONK coming down. Maybe if you're in a profit, take some profit along the way. I think having 40% here is a pretty big deal. If anyone wants to close and run away, well, from my side, closing and taking off 40%, it doesn't really hurt. What I could do, people like to ask me, what would you do in this situation? Well, there's so many things you can do, right? So many things you can do. Number one is maybe even close 70% and keep 30% for this technical target. It's okay to close 70%, or maybe close even 50%. That's up to you. But I would even say 70% is okay. So you walk away with basically almost $2,500 if you have invested $10,000. The next thing is that you can just totally take away 40%, like $4,000 out of the 10,000, and look for a coin that is down, which has not pumped just yet. And if you want to know a coin that is probably even down, you can even message me on my private when you enter and say, hey, you know what, I think I need to get a coin that has not pumped, that is actually down the ground. And I know a lot of them. I do have this whole list. Do you see this one? I do have my watch list that I can see what is going on. So I do the hard part, you pay for that. And that's all for the video. I'm going to see you in the next round of office.